Awaken to hair growth. Awaken to hair growth because there is possibility to get your hair back. Awaken to hair growth because we're not told that we're able to conquer and overcome alopecia. Awaken to hair growth because I want to be a positive light and beacon for you because I've healed my alopecia and now I help others do the same with different types of alopecia, men, women, children of all ages, of all races and ethnicities.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Alopecia Angel podcast, Awaken to Hair Growth. I am your host, Johanna Dullman, and I am so excited to be with you today. Today is September 1st, and September 1st marks the day that it's the month of Alopecia Awareness Month, and then also it's the day that we start our raffle. So our raffle entails leaving a review on the Alopecia Angel podcast, Apple podcast, leave a review, screenshot it, send it to us at hello@alopeciaangel.com, and you will be entered into the raffle. The winning prize holder receives a free entry into the Hair and Heal program. And this is huge because in that Hair and Heal program, 90% of clients see hair growth in less than 8 weeks. And yesterday, I actually just received an email from a client, Savannah, thank you for sharing, where in 4 weeks, she already started seeing hair growth in 4 weeks. And I was talking to somebody yesterday and I was just so excited and so thrilled for her. And she's, one of many where it's constantly like this. In week 4, in week 5, in week 6, in week 7, in week 8, in week 9, they're already seeing tons of hair growth. And this is amazing because it tells you how your body's able to revamp, how it's able to reboot. And this is what we need to do. We need to reboot the body. And potentially you're listening to this and it's unbelievable because in many ways it's unbelievable to me too, because I, like you, have been struggling for many, many years and many, many months. It took me over 3 years to finally see hair growth, where my clients now get to see hair growth in less time. And I do what I do because I suffered and I shouldn't have suffered and I shouldn't have delayed the hair growth and I shouldn't have, taken so long to heal, but it takes us so long because we have so much to learn. There's a big gap and doctors, schools, government policies, etc., are not helping us to close that gap. And so what happens? There's people like me who are on fire about this, where I take it upon myself to share the wealth, to share the wealth of information, to share the wealth of how to heal in less time. Because really, it's an option. It's an option to you. The doctors maybe don't give you that option, but I'm telling you, there is an option, and that's one of them. You have the option to heal in less time. You also have the option to go a different route and take minoxidil and take Rogaine and take PRP and injections to the scalp and a bunch of medications that don't work, or spend a ton of money on PRP and wigs and everything else that don't work and just cover it up. So you can do that, or you can truly heal and get your hair back and be free of alopecia once and for all. So in today's episode, we are going to really decipher about who gets alopecia, because if I start to look at my clients, they come from all different walks of life. Now, I will say there are certain statistics that hold true, right? And that includes about 80% of my clients are women, or female. I should say female, whether you're a child, adult, a teenager, you're female. And about 10, 15, 20% are male. And that definitely holds true to the statistics around autoimmune diseases in general, because in general, autoimmune diseases affect 80% of women. And not to say that I don't have male clients, because I do. And in the male clients, normally they see alopecia start in their beard or on the top of their head. And for women, since we don't have a beard, it goes to our head, right? That's where we see it first, is in our scalp, And so it's quite discerning when you start looking at who this affects. And my clients range from 8 months old to 73 years old to 75 years old. So you can be at any age, this can affect you. This affected me in my mid-30s. So it can affect anyone at any time. It doesn't discriminate. It doesn't discriminate with age. It doesn't discriminate with race or ethnicity. Alopecia does not discriminate with fitness level or how healthy you think you are, because apparently if you have alopecia, guess what? You have a lot to learn when it comes to health, point blank. And I say this very humbly because alopecia slapped me across the face. I had my personal trainer. I was very fit. I was living in Miami. I was extremely tan, and I didn't think I could ever have alopecia. I didn't even know what alopecia was until I actually got it and was diagnosed. So I have a lot of clients who are personal trainers, registered nurses, pharmacists, people in the health and wellness industry, people who actually are health coaches, people who devote their lives to being healthy, and yet they still get alopecia. I've had gentlemen who come and do my program and they are bodybuilders and they, lift weights, but something goes amiss. Something is wrong. So whether you're at one level of the spectrum, being extremely healthy, or whether you're at the other end of the spectrum, whether you're healthy and there's room for improvement, right? What I like to say is that regardless of where you are, A, alopecia doesn't discriminate, and B, there's always room for improvement. Even today, in me, there's always room for improvement, right? We could always do a little more. And that's just it. We can always do a little more to get the hair, to maintain our health, and to upgrade it. There's always more that we can do. And part of that is being aware of what takes away your health, being aware of what areas we need to booster because no one else is telling us and no one else is helping us. And also, being somewhat of an investigative researcher, because through my research of healing myself, I've been able to help hundreds. And it's hundreds of people, hundreds of families in more than 60 countries, everywhere from South Africa to Kuwait, to Oman, to Hong Kong, to Malaysia, to the United States, to Canada, to Australia, to the Netherlands, to Germany, to Finland, to Norway, Sweden, France, the UK, you name it. Chile, Mexico. I've touched every continent, probably except for Antarctica. And it's quite surprising that, yes, there are a lot of things in common between all these people, all these different families, all these different children. But at the heart of it is there's more room for improvement and there's more room to learn. And so in this episode, I really wanted to share with you that it doesn't matter how healthy you think you are, you're still susceptible to alopecia, just like I was. And just like my personal trainers or my health coaches who join my program, there's always more room to grow. There's always more room to learn. And this is the situation. And then for those of you who aren't the health coach, who aren't the pharmacist, who aren't the registered nurse, who aren't the personal trainer, there's also a good amount of foundation work that needs to happen for all of us to heal. And it's been more than 7 years. I'm going on to my 8th year now, and I still have my hair, and I don't even worry about hair loss anymore. I don't worry about it at all. And this is extremely liberating. And I just want you to envision yourself at this point. I never thought I would be at this point. Like, I knew I would get my hair back, but I never knew how it would feel. So I want to give you that moment to feel liberated of alopecia, because I know how traumatic it is. I know how traumatizing it is. I know how desperate people get for wanting their hair growth back, for wanting just to get it all back at any age, whether you're 10 years old, 15, 25, 55, 65. It all affects us in very similar ways. We all have similar symptoms and we all have the same path to take, and the same path, but it needs to be customized. And this is where the Hair and Heal program thrives, because we're able to customize it to you and evaluate it to you in particular. And this is probably where conventional medicine gets it wrong. This is probably where anything else on the market gets it wrong, because it's not a one size fits all. And I talk about this in my free training. So if you haven't signed up, I highly encourage you to join us in the free training. I have a 3-part free training on how to heal and reverse alopecia in 4 easy steps. And I go over these 4 easy steps, plus a bonus step, mind you, in 3 days of training. And these will be going live in our Facebook group. And so I look forward to inviting you and seeing you there, answering all your questions, and giving you a bunch of bonus information and PDFs and things to take home. So I will put the link in the show notes. You could also go to my Instagram and see that on the handle, on the bio of where to join us. I will be hosting it in both Spanish and in English. So if you have friends and family, share the wealth, share the knowledge. It's a free training. You have nothing to lose at all. So take home message for today is that alopecia doesn't discriminate. It can affect you at any age, any stage of life, and the root cause is not all the same. And this is why the evaluation, this is why the 10-page evaluation that we do is so intrinsic to your healing, because without that evaluation, without really getting to the root cause, without getting to the blind spots, then you're always going to be kind of like stuck in the mud. And I don't want you to be stuck. I want you to thrive. I want you to get the results in less time. This is what I'm all about, results in less time. So alopecia doesn't discriminate. anyone can get it and anyone can heal. Everyone can heal. And that's a choice. And I'll leave you with that because I want to leave everybody with a positive note. Just like I healed, Savannah just sent me this email about how in 4 weeks she already started healing and growing her hair. Suzanne from Switzerland also sent me pictures of her alopecia universalis and her hair growth in 5 weeks. I will be posting that to Instagram Live today. And it's just absolutely astounding what you can do once you understand how to heal and once you follow the steps. It's really easy, step by step, week by week. In 8 weeks, you got everything going. You really do. You have all the keys to healing. So I look forward to inviting you and to seeing you in the free training, link in the show notes, and I will talk to you soon. Don't forget about entering into the raffle so you can get your free entry into raffling for the Hair and Heal program. One lucky person will get free entry into the Hair and Heal program. Thank you so much. I will talk to you soon.
Thank you for listening to the Alopecia Angel podcast, a positive light in healing alopecia. You can do this and we can help. Spread the word that reversing alopecia is possible by telling your friends and family.